Welcome to Ruby on Nails. Now let's get swatching. A few weeks ago, I asked you guys what Zoya polishes that I should swatch, and today we are going to be swatching the most popular polishes that you guys asked for. And of course, I'm going to be starting out with my favorite Peely Basecoat from Holotaco. To kick things off, we have Emerson, which is a super pale blue polish, and I think it probably runs in the family of cornflower blues. Emerson is a wonderful springtime polish, but I did have a little bit of difficulty, getting used to the super skinny brush. I should have listened to everybody who suggested to upgrade to the Z brush, but because this is such an opaque polish and it's such a light color, it is a very thick formula, and I found that it was the thickest out of the 5 shades I purchased. As you can see throughout my swatching clip, there was a little bit of stringiness due to the thickness, but it's still a super pretty pale blue. Next up is Lisa, which is a beautiful red wine red, meaning it falls into a family of reds that have a blue undertone. And here I am just flicking polish just everywhere. Like seriously, what was that? So besides swinging my brush everywhere, I really liked this polish and I thought it was a very pretty fall-time red. As you can see here, I struggled to put on the first coat because I flung polish everywhere without noticing. But once I had an adequate amount of polish on my brush, it applied very pretty and it was a very opaque, creamy red. I did have a little bit of trouble with staining when I went to go remove it, but I've already worn this polish a handful of times and I love it. Like, who doesn't love a fall red? Next up is Arbor, and despite looking like it has a little bit of a yellow undertone, this is a true olive drab green, meaning it has a bit of a gray undertone. Arbor is definitely my favorite out of this haul, and it's pretty easy to tell that it's a fan favorite as well, as I think it was my most suggested polish to purchase from Zoya. Now I am a bit of a sucker for these types of greens, but I really can't find anything that I dislike about Arbor. It's creamy, it's opaque, and it's self-leveling, as you can see here. If you're a sucker for greens like I am, I would definitely say that this is a must for your fall collection. I love this polish so much, I took the time to remove a glitter polish from my toes to put Arbor on my toes. And yeah, I used a lot of acetone. My toes are very dry. Now, the next 2 polishes have a kind of interesting formula in my opinion. This is Merida, and it is a green glitter polish with a really pretty jelly base, and as you can see here, I'm trying to show off that there are some hollow glitters, but there aren't a ton, and I was kind of a little meh about this overall formula. Now this really comes down to personal preference, but when I wear a glitter polish, I want something that's going to punch me in my face with glitter, and I found this polish just to be a little bit subdued. Merida was the second most requested polish to swatch, but it just comes down to personal preference. I really do think that the jelly base is incredible. It's super opaque, and the fact that I can use a jelly polish in just 2 coats is kind of amazing, but I just want something a little bit more shiny and sparkly. I can see why so many people love it. It is a pretty polish. Again, it just comes down to personal preference. Last but not least is Payton, which is the same formula as Merida, and it is a beautiful purple glitter jelly. And it is my favorite type of purple. It's that very vivid, very pinky type of purple, and I do really like this polish. It's just not as in your face as I usually want my glitters to be. Again, the jelly formula is very impressive, and as you'll see in a few moments, It's super opaque. I'm not quite sure what Zoya does to get such opaque jellies, but I'm a huge fan of that. And I think they use that exact same base in their Pixie line of polishes. And I will just say, I did order 12 more Zoyas because I was very impressed with the brand overall. And I did pick up some of the Pixie line, so I will be seeing how that compares to these glitters that I have just purchased. So that wraps up this video. Let me know what was your favorite polish, or if you have a different Zoya polish that you would recommend. If you like this video, and if you like my videos, maybe consider subscribing. I'll be back either Wednesday or Thursday, but thanks again for watching.